What is up, guys? It's your boy back at it again with another episode of the Sneaker Forecast. Feeling good, feeling good like always. The weather's nice. It was raining this morning, but it cleared up. The clouds cleared up.
The clouds are headed our way because I looked at the weather this morning. They're headed to London, so hopefully not raining when I get back home. But anything sneaker related this week? I was at my job. I found out my boss actually is a huge sneakerhead.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and I was asking him questions, and he knew everything. So
it's good to hear. He was definitely around. Like he was probably like a teenager when Michael Jordan was playing basketball. He probably liked like the real OG sneakers and all that,
Gonna have to ask him when he got into the game.
Yeah.
And for you had your 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah.
With the store. gotta clarify there. 1 year store anniversary. And how was that for you?
It was pretty surreal, to be honest. Like it was my dream starting reselling was to open a store, and to be alive for 1 year is pretty big, honestly, just to survive that 1 year. But yeah, year 2 is looking good, looking very promising. Have a lot of bright ideas and good plans for the works. So yeah, I'm excited for the future.
Nice, yeah. Always the first couple years are like the toughest, and then after that it takes off like big time. Kind of deal.
You just gotta grind it through, and then you'll hit that pot of gold.
For me, leaving for my trip in a while, planning my fits. I have all 5 fits already planned for each day. I think the sneakers I'm gonna take, I know one for sure is gonna be the eBay Dunk, so that I can get it hopefully signed by Brendan when I go.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
He wrote an article on it. So other than that, I took a big L in the clot drop. Really wanted that pair, but I also really knew I probably wasn't gonna get it. So.
Yeah, those shoes are definitely very, very exclusive. They didn't even release at like skate shops in Toronto here, so
yeah,
definitely it was just all online at this point for you. So yeah.
Any new shoes you got in the store? I know you got
Crenshaw Skate Shop Dunk there, yeah,
and then you also got the shirt with it as well.
Yeah, I got the full, not the full thing, but I think I got a pretty good combo. Nike SB, man, this is probably one of the best collabs of the year, to be honest, in my opinion.
Cool shoe, yeah.
The Doritos Dunk was also pretty good, but like the details on this one is up there for sure.
Yeah.
Even the hits at the bottom.
What do you think of the yellows? Like, what's the yellow laces for? Like, that is not what I was expecting.
I think it's to do with Crenshaw, because even the colorway, even this, even like I guess this like green maroon colorway here, there's a sign and it says like Crenshaw Plaza or something like that. And this is the sign. This is the color of the sign. Oh. So like he went really, really detailed on his city and his environment. Yeah. And he like brought it to life in this shoe here.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's a really cool pair. For myself, I didn't really get any new pairs. I just got the I like this a lot. No, so yeah, I just picked up those 550s, the red ones, and thought I was gonna resell both, and then I undS'd one, and I was like, oh well, right.
Getting things for under retail is always a good sign, honestly. It's always nice to get a discount every once in a while. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so special today to get that as well.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have.
Oh yeah, not rushing too fast.
We can't skip over the purple Nike SB. So yeah, this one is
the special deal of the day.
Deal of the day. This is the deal of the day for today.
But only today.
Only today.
So by the time you guys watch this,
it'll probably be sold out.
It's over. All right, so segment number 2, we're gonna hop into. We have a recap of the latest news in the sneaker world. So the first thing is that Yeezy actually restocked again. They're not going to be making any more pairs after, even though they have the patents to create the pairs without Kanye there. Yeah. They're still not going to. They are going to keep selling their inventory. So I don't know if you saw the ones that are coming out. There's like that Onyx looking foam runner and...
Yeah, all the foam runners and slides are definitely going to sell out. Like there's a lot of ugly colorways too in most of like the 350s and the... I don't even know, like 450, 750, 850, whatever numbers they're on. But yeah, some of those colorways could stay in the warehouse, honestly. I don't think they're ever going to really, probably discounted, and then it would sell. But yeah, at this point.
They're like cleaning out their warehouse, finding all the ugly pairs and shipping them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Travis released those Air Force Ones with the Utopia symbol. Is that a cop or drop for you? How are you feeling about that?
I didn't cop it, but I wish I did. It's a nice colorway, honestly. I like Air Forces. I don't want to say anything about Utopia, but yeah, I should have.
Not trying to stir up the pot a little bit.
No, not today, not today.
I wasn't a huge fan of them. I think that it's just an Air Force One with some.
It was too simple. Yeah. I could have made that at my home if I really.
Yeah, there could have been something way better.
Yeah.
Anyway, He was also wearing a new colorway of his signature shoe. I don't know if I
the panda.
This one that looks exactly like a panda.
Shout out pandas.
It almost looks like a panda that's like someone's destroyed a little bit or like added some extra parts on. How do you feel about those?
It's gonna sell well just because it is black and white. It's so simple and it goes with anything.
I think they're so ugly.
It goes with any and everything. So yeah, it's I guess Travis saw the panda effect and he like the ultimate sneaker.
The ultimate sneaker. And I thought this was a funny one. Snoop Dogg has dropped his first sneaker line with Skechers.
Yeah.
I actually took a look at them.
Would you wear them?
No. I guess because the silhouettes are like stuff that I've never seen before.
Let's see.
All.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea at all. I don't know
Not
what Snoop Dogg was
cup of
thinking,
tea,
but
yeah.
good for Snoop Dogg. Get that
little,
money.
They have a little S on them. If you look here, there's like a little S for Snoop Dogg. It's basically the Skechers logo, but like fancier. Get it? Like Skechers, Snoop Dogg, both S. Play on the logo there. Yeah, no. And actually, when I was in Walmart a while ago, I also saw Shaquille. Was it Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah,
Shaqs.
The Shaqs, yeah.
Sneaker line, $24.90 for the white pair.
Back in the day, that was actually at like Foot Locker. People used to get that over Air Forces sometimes.
Like Shaq shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it always costs like 20. I don't think the price was always that. I think it was a bit more premium back in the day.
Walmart.
Yeah, now that Walmart has it, I think they lowered it a lot. But yeah.
Yeah.
Might even have to get a pair. I know one of my friends, Kwesi.
You're getting a Shaq shoe?
Yeah, for $24. Might as well.
Little. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Would you get the all white ones or something a little bit different?
Of course.
Just crisp and clean? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to get into what we're wearing. I'll start with you. Let's do the full fit check, head to toe.
Full fit check. So I just got a Uniglow long sleeve top on, essential shorts. I wear these like all the time nowadays. Just some Walmart socks again, and then some Jordan 7s. I don't even know the colorway on this, but again, I got this like on sale at Nomad for my birthday.
Nice.
This is my birthday purchase.
Ooh,
yeah. So
okay.
yeah.
So we are actually wearing something that's the exact same. I'm also wearing the Walmart socks.
The pack of 20 for $10?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Is that not the best deal?
That is.
That's a good starter pack.
It is, honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
So I have that on feet, and then I have the 550. I think this is a UNC 550s.
Yeah, UNC for sure, yeah.
Great pair. And then I styled it with this shirt. I have no clue what it is. I got it from a thrift store. And then I have the Hanes white tank top on, just some white shorts on.
Getting some comments on our eBay post listing right now.
Oh, live comments.
Live comments. Hey, these are selling for $520 on StockX. Would you be able to do $510? There is no way I'm changing my price. So,
okay, that's the thing that I don't understand. Why are people like? You realize that like we have to run a shop here. Like the whole idea behind it is that you can come pick it up now, and
exactly.
you know it's authentic, and you can see it before you purchase it.
On StockX, you buy it today.
So wait, they want $10 off, or they want $10 less than
$10 less than StockX.
That is already too cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plus
and then we're talking about these
fees.
shoes right here, the Crenshaw Skates Club.
Ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no way I'm budging on my price. I already didn't want to sell them, so there's no way I'm taking less. So
no. Hold your ground, boss. You've got this.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're going to get into episode-specific segment number 1. So this one's a little bit of an interview for you, and then the next segment is going to be a little bit of an interview for me. Okay. So I have 21 questions, all about your store. Some of them I might cut out. I don't know if I want to keep all of them because some of them are a little bit deep. Maybe is the word. But yeah, just because it's 1 year. So obviously,
I have to do my thinking dance.
Yeah, we're at 1 year, and I guess I should say you are at 1 year. I don't run this store. You are at 1 year. But yeah, so The first one is, what was like the thing that made you finally push to start the store? Like, you obviously had the idea, but there was a moment where you were like, I'm gonna actually do this now. Like, I gotta go buy this place or whatever, start renting it.
I have a long version and a short version. I'll give you like the medium version. I was looking legit at other stores, like other people my age with their own store and stuff, and I was like really inspired by them. Like Omnis in Hamilton.
Yes.
They have like a beautiful store in Hamilton. And I love it so much. I used to buy from there all the time. I used to buy like vintage and just Jordans and stuff from there, legit all the time.
Okay.
And I was like, they had a podcast too, and they were saying like, I think at the time they were probably like 22 and 23, and this was like a few years ago, and I was like 25 or 26 at the time, and I was like, what? They're that young running a store? And I'm like, I could do that, you know? So I was legit inspired by them, and then at the time, I wanted to start my own clothing brand.
Okay.
With one of my friends, but we kind of fell through on that idea.
Okay.
So I went really, really hard on reselling. Got to the point where I was at like 100 sneakers and just like a lot of streetwear in my house. My house looked like Foot Locker.
Okay.
And also Best Buy. I had like a bunch of PlayStations and GPUs. Like it was you couldn't walk without seeing a box of shoes every single day. UPS knew me by name, honestly. Sometimes my unit number wasn't on the package, but they knew it was me.
And then eventually, did you just like run out of space? And
legit ran out of space.
You were like, okay, now I got to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like in March of that year, we went down to Vancouver for SneakerCon, and we kind of made a trip out of it. We stayed down there for like the full week. I brought all my inventory to SneakerCon. I shipped everything. Okay, so good. We went down to SneakerCon in Vancouver, and it was probably like the best day ever. It was like, let's say it was 12 to 8. And in that 12 to 8 time period, I made like $10,000. So that like kind of solidified it, gave me like the confidence to really
that's when you were like, okay, I could
actually lock in and like do this full time. August of that year, I actually opened the store.
So then talk about actually setting up the store.
So I chose this location, like Spadina Avenue, just because of the foot traffic and also the other stores beside it. So I knew that like livestock and Adrift, being in this area, I would get a lot of good releases and a lot of, I guess, people looking for sneakers and stuff.
Yeah, how often do you pop over?
All the time. Okay, yeah. They know me. They know me there.
He's just taking it off the shelves for you guys. So, okay, yeah. And then the first thing you did at the store.
I had like a mop and a broom, and I like legit swept the floor and then mopped it after. And then I painted the floors.
What were some of the things that were hot then that people were picking up? Do you even remember the first pair that you ever sold?
Yeah, I do. Shout out Denzel.
All right.
Denzel actually bought the first pair like from GoodWeather. It was a West Indies Air Force One.
Lucky.
Yeah. I bought like a lot of those, honestly, because that was like a re-release from the first ones that released back in the day. For Caravana, they did like the release in Toronto early, so people could have it for Caravana.
Oh.
So yeah, like a lot of I'm Jamaican. Denzel's Caribbean, so he bought a pair for himself and stuff like that. So yeah.
You just everyone come get one. Fair enough. You're nice. What strategies would you say you've used? I mean, I know you use Instagram and obviously the podcast is starting up and reels and stuff like that. What do you think the most successful sort of like growing people is? Is it giveaways? Is it obviously giving a little bit of information away here, but what do you think is the biggest?
Consistency. It doesn't matter if it's reels, like podcasts. I think anything and everything is consistency. So like if we were to just do one episode of the podcast and that was it, no one would ever watch, honestly. So like I think it's just like that compound interest and like the snowball effect.
Not a lot of people are watching anyway, but you know what?
Yeah, who knows, man? A year from now, we're gonna have, you know. So
yeah, I mean, we've only been going for what, like
this is episode 7.
Yeah,
this is episode 7. So yeah,
season 1.
Yeah. Just that when the snowball starts rolling and everything starts going, then
then it goes. That's the thing. No, I was looking at other podcasts.
But it took him 5 years to get to, it took him like all that work.
Lock in.
Yeah. 5 years consistency. So it doesn't even,
Yeah, we'll look back at this in 5 years and be like, bro, we were so cringy.
I know. But everyone has that cringe stage, at least for them. And if you don't go through that cringe stage, then you're not going to grow, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. What do you think the biggest obstacles were then and now? Like, you're still facing, I don't know, maybe you're not facing problems, but I assume you are.
At least for me, like, I find it fun to go and get shoes and stuff. Like, actually, like, going out and finding deals and getting the shoe and bringing it to the store. The hardest part for me is marketing. So, like,
Do you mean like the volume of like work that's required, or just like the whole?
What's hard for me personally is like taking a picture of the shoe, posting the shoe, promoting the shoe, and like to actually get the sale. Like that for me is an obstacle. That for me is like the hard part of the job.
Interesting. Okay, I would have thought it would have been the other way around, because for me, maybe I have a different experience because at the club it's like we don't move any shoes. Like we're not a business. We basically just market for people to come find us. Like that's the only thing we do, right? But it's like, to me, I would have thought that it would be harder finding the shoes. No. Okay, interesting.
But I guess like my personality, I'm pretty like introverted, I'll say. If I could just be chilling in the background.
And also you have other things to worry about. Like you have the actual moving pairs part to worry about.
Yeah.
Whereas someone who's maybe not worried about that is just like, yeah, I'm here to do like arts and crafts and make like a marketing thing, right? Which is like,
that's true.
So you're definitely thinking about other things than like posting a photo. You're thinking about like, how can I make money, basically.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fair. And then right now, how do you handle your inventory? Like, is it all in store, or is it all in the back there? Or do you still have stuff at home, or is it?
No, I try to put everything at least in the store. And then for some stuff I do, like, I guess I have like an overflow of like pandas, let's say.
Okay. Yeah. There's
some stuff I don't bring.
There's definitely stuff online that I don't see here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But for the most part, I think even for like our sales wise, we have a lot of sales coming from in-store. So the more that we have in-store, the more that we can showcase in-store is the more sales we will get.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I feel like giveaways are like, at least for us, the best way, because you're not really wasting money because you're giving it back to your customers, and then your customers are giving back to you. And it's sort of like because we were paying for advertising at the start. Well, then I'm paying Instagram and they're making the money. Why would I do that when I can give away to people, like actual, like,
and have that organic
my loyal
growth.
Fans, right? Like, you know, what would you say your like proudest achievement within the store is? So obviously running the store is probably one of your greatest achievements, but what do you think is like one thing in the store that you're like, wow, I still can't believe I did that?
Man, that's a good one. I'll say it's hosting pop-up events for smaller brands. That's my proudest achievement, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
So like I remember
like people looking up to you basically as like the man.
Just
right?
Kind of. I would say that.
But not.
But actually, like being in the position that I could like give back to others.
Okay, yeah.
Like I'm really big on just like community service and volunteering and stuff. So any way I could help someone else like elevate them and like, you know, bring their story to light, then 100% I'll do that. So yeah, 2 brands I'll just mention. Wishing You Well, they're in here recently.
Okay, yeah.
And their pop-ups, like Errol and Rebecca, both of them are so creative. And like Errol, like his mind is different. Like he thinks so creatively. Like the thing that he would do, I can't even fathom. Like
it's like a brick beside him.
Yeah, for real. He just thinks differently.
Okay.
So yeah, like his creativity is on another level. Like Kanye,
you know like that's the part about having a team.
Yeah.
Like even within the club, we would not be where we are if it was just me. And having people who come up with different ideas and then like being able to work together, you the thing is, when you have a good team,
like a mastermind at that point, you know,
you're almost destined to find the right path, because naturally you end up where you need to be, right? Yeah,
that's true.
Do you think less people are using StockX now than even a year ago?
I'm not too sure, I'll say, but definitely sneaker market definitely did change. Like a lot, the prices are they're down, but like the special ones, like the collabs, like the Crenshaws and certain shoes, you definitely see still going up. But even Panda Dunks, actually, any price still they sell at.
Nice.
So I'm happy with my 280 price, but
actually, talking about StockX, I ordered for a friend. They actually sent me an email before they sent it to me, and they said, it's missing the tissue paper. Do you still want it?
And what did you say?
You know, if this was for me, whatever. But since it's for someone else, I'm like, I want to make sure all the parts are there. But then also, I'm getting it for her for the trip to New York. So I'm like, I kind of need it now, right? So I said to the guy, I'm like, well, I guess I have to take it now, right? Like, there's nothing. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's okay. We can edit that out. I'm pretty sure StockX is only supposed to send like perfect 10 out of 10 things, right? It was the off-white 2s in a size 5 men's.
Oh, okay.
Which is why he basically said it's a rare pair to come across, so that's why we're messaging you.
Was it like the cushion on the inside, or the actual paper on like where you wrap the shoe in?
It was the one that has the Off-White logo on it.
Oh.
So not like just the...
Honestly, I might have to send that back to...
So that's what I was thinking.
It's a catch-22, honestly. It's like, do you want it for the trip, or do you want a perfect 10 out of 10 pair? Yeah.
Right. So I want a perfect 10 out of 10 pair, but I'm going on this trip.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not like, maybe you could have like, no, if you bought that shoe in New York at like Flight Club or any of those big consignment stores, triple the price at that point.
Exactly,
so,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I had already bought it too. So that's the problem. Like I had purchased it and then I got the email. Mm-hmm. Not like I knew I was purchasing it without it. So what I might try and do is find...
Did they give you like a coupon or anything like that?
No, I should ask for that.
Who helped you? Like, what was the guy's name?
Find his name.
Because
no, I can find his name. Let's find his... I'm not going to put his name out on the podcast just in case he gets into shit, but I'm going to be inspecting it before I hand it, especially because it's for a friend. I'm not trying to hand over a pair of like fake shoes to a friend. That'd be the ultimate L. Like...
No, I think they're definitely real, but just doesn't have the... Yeah.
So we'll get to the last 3 questions. What advice would you give to someone else who wants to start a store?
Just keep on going. There's definitely gonna be a lot of bumps in the road.
Just
do it. Just do it. Just keep on going. Don't look back and don't stop. I think if you have to slow down, then slow down. But yeah, I think never consistency. Honestly.
Yeah. What do you see in the future? In 1 year, when we record season 2, episode 7, what do you want different in the store? What do you want growth-wise? What are you looking for?
I think there'll definitely be a lot more product, a lot more clothes, a lot more shoes.
Okay.
You come in looking for a Crenshaw dunk in a size 8.5, it'll definitely be here. You know, like there's a lot of specialty pairs, a lot of like just regular pairs. There's a good selection of vintage and
basically
also streetwear.
Just sizing up, like everything, just taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably just better signage in general, I think.
Better signage. Yeah. I feel like, we could work on that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So signage, and then, what about like the marketing? Because you were saying...
I actually have been working a lot more on marketing myself, like sending out emails throughout the week as well.
I got that email.
Posting more on Instagram, posting more on TikTok. Like even myself, like me personally, I'm actually like posting on those platforms. So yeah. Before I would just kind of let it slide, but you can't let it slide. You know, this is our year, so you know we're going hard on everything.
100%. And then I guess that's kind of the same question, but how are you basically guaranteeing sustainability for your business?
I think the full 1 year process was just me like understanding how to run a store.
Right.
And now that like I did 1 year, it was successful.
All the big mistakes have been made, and now
we hope, yeah.
We hope, yeah.
But yeah, I think
they're done.
You learn from you definitely learn from your mistakes and your failures. So like if you're not failing, that means that you're not trying at all.
And then I know you mentioned going into the winter season, really pushing the online store. That's when like having a follower, like following online, and also the TikToks is gonna be Because even in wintertime, people are buying less for sneakers.
For sneakers, yes.
But for streetwear, fall time, jackets,
everything. Yeah. That's when you really get the fits off, you know? So
fall time actually is like 100%.
Yeah, consistency even for the fall. Like starting now, like growing our following with our email list and everything. So if you get like our email list is pretty big right now, I have to say. So
like the list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So just sending out those emails and making sure everything is consistent, so that the fall time does come and we have sales and we have this and we have that.
Yeah.
Like it goes to the right people and they start buying.
100%.
So yeah.
All right. So that's everything. And congratulations again on 1 year.
Thank you so much.
We're going to get into sneaker drops next. We have number 1, the Skate Crenshaw Dunks. I give it an 8.5. It's a good shoe, but that's also because I have a lot of Dunks already and I don't need another pair. But for someone who's getting into it, I could see them giving it like a 9 or a 10.
8.5 is fair, yeah. I definitely give it like a 9.5, honestly. I might keep this pair as a personal and with the t-shirt as well. I just really like it. Just I think he took like everything from his environment and what he saw every day, and he created a shoe based on his city. So that's why I like it, honestly. I think it tells a good story of Crenshaw.
Yeah.
I'm not from there. I haven't really been there, but yeah, like even like the detail on the heel, that's the sign. Like that's the.
Oh, okay.
There's just a lot of little hints and tricks in this shoe. So.
We have the Jordan 13 Retro Wolf Gray. That's pretty decent. I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. I'll get that if it was on sale.
What else we got coming out? Yes, of course. The Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner Carbon, not Onyx.
It's a good colorway. That will sell well.
It's gonna resell for sure. I already have a pair. I'm gonna give it a 8.
Solid. Yeah, 8.5.
Probably a little bit higher for you because it's gonna resell. But 500 bone beside it.
No, that's not it. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah. Got this one, Korea Magpie.
That one's gonna sell well just because that colorway. I think they had something
neutral
called
browns, stuff like that.
Yeah, that sells pretty well.
Especially fall time coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one. I'll give it an 8.5.
That's pretty high. I'll give it a 7.5.
I like neutral colors, like for fall time. Getting excited about that for sure. We have the Air Pennies.
My friend had those. I like them. I'll give that like a 7.5.
Would it move?
No, not here. That's a basketball shoe for sure.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. 99 MIUK Sequoia? How do you say that?
Sequoia, I believe.
Sequoia Falcon. I could give that one respectable 7.
I like that. I would actually get that colorway. It's nice for the fall. I like New Balance in general now. So like, actually, I don't have any 550s, but I have like 990s and the 2002 Rs. Just running shoes in general are on the wave.
How do we feel? These ones are sick.
Yeah, it's a beautiful colorway.
Yeah, exactly. I would give this 8.5.
Honestly, I'll give it like a 7.7. It's kind of nice and kind of ugly.
With the right outfit, you could definitely make it look pretty dope, though.
Yeah, for sure.
What else we got? Oh yeah, the big old yellow boot, red boot, but it's yellow colorway, so it's still called the big red boot, but it's actually yellow. How do you feel about this one?
It's super ugly.
Would it resell though?
No way.
Yeah, it would. That's the wrong answer. It you know this resells for almost $1,000.
Now it does. There's like the hype factor to that too.
But you also have to find the person who's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But you could find someone.
I'm gonna keep those on the shelf.
You're gonna keep it on the shelf.
Like mischief could hold it, you know? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm not taking that.
Yeah, me personally, I would give that like a 0. But because I know it's kind of hyped and people are kind of rocking it, I'll give it like a 3.
You should wear that at Western.
No.
That's the school vibes.
No. Yeah. I got that 2. Maybe Hami would appreciate this one here.
Yeah, shout out Hami. He would love that pair. That pair is not that bad. Kind of ugly, but not that bad.
What a compliment. Not that bad. Not that bad. No, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay, yeah, 6 is fair. Very fair.
How do we feel about the Easy Slide beside it?
That's gonna resell well. It's a green glow, 8.5.
8.5, 9. Okay, yeah, around there. We got the how do we feel about this one?
Yeezy could keep that himself. I don't want those at all.
Not at all.
Would you wear those?
No. I'd rather wear a foam runner than that.
Yeah.
If you cut off the knitting.
Oh, really?
The actual like rubber foam runner is covered in knit fabric. Yeah, and then so Nike Dunk Low. This one's kind of cool, I guess.
No.
No, because of the weird line thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that in like pandas and different colorways too. So
if it didn't have that line, it would be hot for sure. What about this one, Orange J Woman's? It's okay.
It's decent.
I don't really like the colorway.
Yeah, it's decent. It's whatever. It's a whatever dunk.
What else we got? Ooh, Union. This is coming up. Got that coming up. How do we feel with the? Let's go with the Union LA one. It's kind of ugly. It's kind of got some weird stitching on it too.
Apparently that stitching is from some other shoe, so they're trying to like. People are saying that they're going to bring back some other shoe. They're kind of testing it out on that Union. I like it. I'm going to give it like a 8.5.
And Frozen Moments. How are we feeling about Frozen Moments?
That's a full 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'll give it a high rating, 9.
I think they like mixed a lot of shoes into that one, honestly. It looks like a COS 4.
Yeah, it looks like a
Chrome
COS,
4.
A Sail,
yeah, they just did a lot of nice things in it. That's a woman release too, so Yeah, hopefully you get some pairs of those. I like them a lot.
So we are on the last segment. This one you were interviewing me a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The journey of the Western Sneaker Club, and we got the founder.
Yes.
Aidan Calendar. So Aidan, man, like, how did you even come up with the idea of starting the sneaker club at Western?
Like I said before, we were kind of talking a bit off camera. Mostly just a community, because I think the best part of anything is when you have like people coming together and it feels like family. So I was like, what can I do? What position am I in? What makes the most sense in my life to start? And I was like, well, I'm at university. Lots of kids there interested in it, so let's start a club. Yeah.
Nice. So you saw sneakers was your passion, and you're like, let me gather some like-minded sneakerheads.
Yeah.
And put us all together in this club.
I honestly kind of, like, I saw people wearing sneakers, but I didn't really think there was that, like, many, like, sneakerheads until, like, I started the club. And then I'm like, wow, like, I have all my friends now. Like, kind of sounds sad, but all my friends are from this club.
No, that's pretty cool, man. So what was like your first like motivation? Like what truly motivated you to like go out there and establish and make this club?
Man, to actually start it. This is a funny story. I think I've told you this a few times, but it was right after my breakup, and I was kind of actually in like a bad headspace. I was like, kind of like, what do I do now kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Right? So then I was like, well, there's only one thing I can do now, which is like, might as well go for my shot, right? Like,
yeah,
might as well
focus on yourself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So then I like, I was with my good friend Shiv, and we sat down, and I was like, hey, like, we should just make a poster like right now and put it up, because why not? And he went off, started designing posters, and yeah, that's how it started, really. Started with an Instagram page and posters.
What year were you in when this happened?
That would have been less than like 8 months ago-ish. When I like started putting posters up 8 months ago, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
It's that fresh?
Yeah, it's that fresh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's like definitely climbing up there for clubs at the university. Yeah.
Oh, congrats, man. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fresh.
I thought you had some years under your belt.
No, nothing. This is like, everything's like a first, right?
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah. I'm so pumped for the year.
Do you have any mentors like that you look up to, like that could help you on this journey for the club and stuff? Like, are there like established clubs that you go to for like advice and stuff, or? Man,
so that's the thing. There's really no like I even feel like it's weird to say like, oh, I run a sneaker club, because people are like, what is that? Like, what do you do? Like, just sit there and talk about sneakers, right? So I'm like, when I look up to people, it's more just like a mix of people and pulling like little parts from each of them, right?
Oh, okay.
Like, just like even the podcast here and being able to like talk and communicate and bring people on the show and feature them, or you know, like Complex for their marketing and like hyping up, you know, like celebrities and stuff. And I'm trying to do that at my university with people there. Just like, yeah, like little tidbits. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
A little bit of everyone kind of deal. Yeah.
So like, what's the structure even for your club? Like, I know you said you have an executive team. Like, how does that work out for you?
The structure.
And how do you manage like all your
the managing is the hard part. So yeah, I mean, the structure started off really basic. Like, it was just like, you know, people in a group kind of deal, and then it kind of went round table, and now we've started going into actual like different layers, because it's hard to manage a team and all be in the same meetings and stuff like that. So right now there's me at the top, then I have my VPs below, and then we have all the assistants, photographers, writers, you know, social media people, stuff like that below. So yeah, just kind of keeping that level, those different levels, as being handy for sure. And managing it, like, for me, my job is just communicating, really, just radioing on things, making sure we're moving and reminding people to get their tasks done. Mostly the VPs. I don't really talk to anyone below the VPs, just because I let them do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's too much work.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
How many people would you say approximately are in the club right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a hard. So technically, right now, no one is in the club, because we haven't started like accepting membership fees. We can't do that until school starts.
Oh, okay.
But for like interest wise and like messaging lists and people kind of commenting, I'm going to say like roughly ballpark, I think we could probably get a total of like people who fully, it's really hard to estimate, but people who really follow through with payment of membership stuff, like I'm going to say 400. I'm going to say 400 people.
That's a big club for sure.
Yeah. I think that's definitely doable. Right now we'll have like 250 and we haven't even started the year. It's also only our first year. So yeah.
I feel like this idea could be like replicated at different schools and different universities throughout Canada, throughout the States.
We actually had Reese Menke leave. She transferred to Queens. She got into a program there.
Oh, nice.
The first thing she said is, I'm going to start a club there.
100%. She has to.
Yeah. So there's going to be not WSC. There's going to be the QSC.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that to me was
another
like,
branch of.
Yeah. That was to me was like the like this is something bigger than what I thought it was. Moment, right? So hearing someone say that was great.
Yeah. That's really cool. It definitely can be like. I think even for I know you guys run a magazine as well.
Yeah.
I think
Streetwear magazine.
I think you guys should also run like
universities have it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a template even. Like let's say there's someone in their first year looking to start a sneaker club in Toronto, you know? Like I think there should be kind of like a template for them to follow.
100%. I would basically just send them all the information for free. I'd be like, here's how we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So
that's cool, man. And yeah, let's talk a bit more about your magazine. So like within the sneaker club, so why did you guys get into starting a magazine as well?
Yeah, so for me, magazine it's like a finished product of your best quality stuff. The best information you have, the best people you get to feature, your executives, you get to, report on sneakers. It's like almost like a sneaker Bible, if you will, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It contains the essential, like, best information. So I wanted to have something that was like actually published, something official, right? There's other clubs that actually have their own magazines already. FLS is the Fashion Lifestyle Society. They have a whole fashion magazine.
Oh wow!
I think.
Can you buy that like on campus and all that, or is it like all online?
It's on. There's like physical copies that you can buy on campus. They're a much bigger club than us. They're also one of the most popular ones. They've been around for years. Basically that, and then I guess for us the struggle is that you have to pay for the printing of the magazine, which gets pretty pricey. So right now we have a fully digital one.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to print a couple copies just for showcase. And then hopefully in the next coming years, we can actually do full printed magazines. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So if I was just like a member of the sneaker club, would I be able to like contribute to the magazine or was it all execs?
Yeah.
Or, like,
you wouldn't be a writer. We have our own writers. You could get featured in it. So if you're a sneaker reseller, you can get featured in it. Like if you're part of Western, you're a student there and you resell. And then, you could definitely come through and write a piece, or not write a piece, but if you featured in a writing of a piece, like if you have any nuggets of information, like for sure. But generally speaking, we have a historian section, like history, sneaker history. We have weekly drops section. We have an executive interview section. Sneaker, like know-hows, I guess. Is that what it's called? Know-hows?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Like pros and cons, like what to do, how to get it, kind of like just the information. Yeah, so we have that. We have some like fit check areas in it as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It's also monthly, so it's every month something comes out.
So how do you even source your content for your magazine?
Sourcing content. So we shoot all of our content, which shout out to Kai for organizing the whole photo shoots and stuff. We just do everything with Kai, and we have another friend of mine come through with a drone. We do the shots like that, and then it all gets edited by Hamza. Yeah, for now, the goal right now is just to like get as many photos because we don't really have anything.
Yeah.
We just have what we did, a couple things last year and throughout the summer. But start September, cameras are rolling. Yeah.
That's cool, man. What kind of content do you guys want for your magazine?
For me, it's hard, right? So for content,
like fit pics, like is it gonna be fit pics?
Yeah, so I think like fit pics, but I think also just showing that people are there right now is the biggest thing with the marketing. Like, I want to make it look like our events are busy, kind of deal.
Okay.
So yeah, just hyping it up pretty much for content. Cool. But eventually might get into content like what we're wearing, what we're buying, what we're reselling, who's doing what, hot shoes, what's not hot, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's cool, man. So are you guys gonna have like, I think it'd be pretty cool if you like showcase the university, like the landscape and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you have like your fits and your shoes.
Yeah, one of the marketing things you want to do is you want to get the president of Western, Alan Shepard, to like be dripped out. So we want to like get, he always wears a suit jacket, right? But I want to get one of him like in purple and white sneakers with like a crazy fit on, and like, because he's obviously an icon. So that's one of the things. Just fun stuff like that.
Maybe
getting
cool,
some professors in there. Like, it could be a lot of fun.
Like a guy that's like shipping up with some chemistry and he had some eBay dunks on or something.
He's like
who knows?
Dipping it in with like some like prototype shoes on or something. Yeah. Could be kind of crazy. Yeah.
So what's the timeline right now for your magazine? Like when do you want to release it?
First one will be end of September. Yeah.
Oh, that's soon.
So basically what's going to happen.
Is this the digital copy or?
That's the digital copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
We come back from school. I get home from my trip. Executive photos all happen that first week. We shoot as much content as possible with the one event that we have, which is Coffee and Kicks, where we just have coffee and talk about shoes and get to meet people. Yeah, from there, we use all that for the magazine, and then it just keeps going. Each month, we put the photos that we had from the past event.
Oh, nice. How was your previous events? How did they go? Like, I know you said you have Coffee and Kids coming up.
Again, it's hard, right? You have events where people don't show up at all. You have events where it was bad timing, bad time of day, bad weather. Like, so many things can affect the turnout of an event.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you have other events where you only bought like 20 donuts and then you have like 80 people show up and you're like,
yeah, you're scrambling at that point.
That's a problem, right? It's like very hard to tell which ones, but
I could imagine. So you would say like this school year coming up is like your first like full school year, and you're trying to
it's like
from
right
September
off the gun,
you're going hard.
We're actually starting.
Yeah.
We have like clubs week at the university, so we can actually like set up our tent, like not tent, but like whatever.
During like
it's
Cross
called.
Week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
we
nice.
have like the first years, so I'm reaching out to the residences and posting up stuff in there, which we can do now because we're ratified. This is another thing. Like if I go on the stage with Yeezys on, I can, like we have with Jewish people on our board, so I have to like make sure that I'm playing fair, playing by the rules and what should be worn and stuff like that, and. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you were saying that you wanted to have like a Lamborghini or like a Ferrari for the first day. So how is that? Is that still in the works?
Basically, that is still in the works. We think we want to have it at the SneakerCon event or Sneaker Fest. Gotta watch what I say here. See, exactly. I can't copy SneakerCon. Sneaker Fest, because that's where people are going to be doing the most buying and selling. And I feel like right at the beginning of school, it is a little bit random, but if you have like a Lamborghini at your staple event, not only are people making more use out of the car there that they're taking photos, but you also get more people showing up at your staple event.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is so important for us because we also have people bringing their business to us, and we need there to be traffic, right?
When is this event?
That's closer to the end of the year, so that's probably roughly like maybe a month before exams start.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's like a good last hurrah before
things are warming up.
Yeah.
We have like the most amount of members. We have most people following us.
The magazine has a few
people
issues.
Watching. Yeah, 100%.
That's good, man. So what do you have for this upcoming year? Like, what are you most excited for?
It's the first time that I've actually led something like completely from scratch in my life. Like I've always had little leadership roles, but this is the first time that I really feel like I believed in myself and I actually did something. And like I even had someone come to me a few days ago and he was like, he's a good friend of mine now. And he was like, I just wanted to say this, like I had some bad depression and I had no friends when I got to Western, especially after COVID. And he was like, your club has like changed everything.
Oh,
like
wow.
I have friends now and I want to give back and just stuff like that, like feeling I've done something.
Yeah.
is like what I'm looking forward to. And because I know I have more in stock, like that's coming, just knowing that it's going to be me who gets to like lead it all kind of feels really special, honestly, is the word.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You made
a lot of people are like looking up to me kind of, right? Which is not something I've ever had.
So your idea like just grew, you know, you just birthed the baby at this point, you know, you just got to nurture it.
Even people coming to me and being like, okay, maybe I'll come back in 10 years and it will still exist. Like,
yeah, 100%.
They're not just going to like dump it down the drain and that's it, right? Yeah.
Would you guys have a podcast as well or no?
No, we don't have a podcast.
Is that in the works?
I reserve, maybe one day. I feel like I could see more of like Reels content.
Oh, okay.
Rather than like a full long podcast, but you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, I think even with like your executive team, like having so many people on, you could have like, if there's one host and then they just do like all, you know? So yeah.
Like for us, we have like, now we're looking at like 17 people.
That's a big team.
Yeah.
That's a big team for sure.
And that doesn't include like the 6 writers as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But you need everyone doing like little tasks, right? Like we have one person just on social media, one person just doing the booths, one person, because if you're really putting a lot of effort into it, you have to divide it up.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, when I comment on your post, am I commenting to you or is everyone saying that?
You're commenting to Camilo. Like who responds?
Yeah.
So Camilo, so it's not, well, I technically have access, so I can see what people are saying, but the person actually like reposting your GoodWeather stuff is Camilo.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Camilo.
And yeah, shout out Camilo. Yeah, he's actually one of the guests that has to be on the show as well. So
okay.
I have a couple people lined up for maybe season 2.
Well, yeah, you guys, sometimes there's some shoes I'm just like, yeah, this is ugly, this is trash, and I comment that, you know, and I do get response back like, yeah, this is not the greatest.
What? No, it's funny. Yeah, I feel like Camilo has a similar perspective because I like crazy shoes, and the both of you are a bit more down to logical. Like, this is a better, which makes sense. But like, yeah, for me, I'm always in those weird shoes. So, but yeah. So we'll see where it goes. Like, yeah, even in a year's time. Unfortunately, I probably will be leaving because I want to do my master's here in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
But maybe I'll start a club UT.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
How do you balance the two, like your school and also the club?
Oh yeah, honestly, like my number one tactic is to plan your day out on a calendar app and just like have every hour. I even have Get Up in my calendar. Like, I'm not even joking. A really good perspective for anyone who wants to dream big. If I gave you a Lamborghini and I let you drive it for 4 months, and you would start to almost believe in your head that you deserve that Lamborghini because it was given to you. You would get used to it. It would become an integral part of your life. And he said, then if I took it away from you, you would do anything to get it back. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So basically, you can almost trick yourself psychologically into like put yourself in a position, even for a day or two, where you're like doing what you want to do, whatever that thing is. And once you experience it, you'll realize how badly you want it, and you'll do anything to get it, right? For me, like going to New York and meeting Brendan Dune is like the podcast version of that, where it's like I get to meet someone who is being extremely successful and spend an hour with him. And then I come back like, I'm ready to go. Like,
yeah, you're fired up.
Let's record another episode, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like stuff like that. That's my advice.
I'm gonna have to use that one. If you hear me steal that on a short or a reels, yeah, just know it came from Aidan. But yeah, I'm gonna let you close us out for now.
All right, so that was episode 7. A little bit later. We are a week behind, but that's fine. Sometimes things happen.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it.